Hey, this is Natser in the Tier 5 Japanese destroyer Minekaze. It has 10,000 hit points, 4 guns, 6 torpedoes, and it has 6 AA guns. Basically, everything on it is pathetic except for the torpedoes and the vessel itself. It has a surface detection of 6.8 kilometers and an air detection of something like 3 kilometers. It is stealth incarnated. On this vessel, I run with a 6th Sense module. It'll notify me when I'm spotted. So I'm using the ability for this vessel to remain undetected to get close to the enemy with a surprise torpedo attack. There are 2 variants of torpedoes you can select from, Type 92, which I've chosen to use, and Type 89. The Type 92 sacrifices range for speed. In my opinion, speed is more important on a torpedo than the range, especially when we're talking about a range greater than my detectability range. I just was detected for the first time because of moving within 6.5 kilometers of this enemy St. Louis. Send out coping shots. They're worth nothing. Some enemy cruiser takes a shot, but easily avoided. I take the St. Louis shot, though, that's for sure. I decide to repair my critically damaged engine. Move to dodge. The other cruiser shot looks clean. And now I'm undetected again, because I haven't fired. I pop my smoke to provide cover for this friendly cruiser. I'm still in stealth because I haven't fired my gun, and there's no vessels or aircraft that can detect me right now. I'm looking to maneuver to a ambush position on this cruiser. He's detected me, so I decide to send out my torpedoes. I send one at the target, forward of the target, and behind the target. I noticed that I'm about to hit the island, but I avoid that. I'm going in and out of detection. The smoke is probably causing that. Looks like all my torpedoes are going to miss, perhaps. Maybe one will hit. One will hit. Alright. Does pretty good damage and causes flooding. That St. Louis tries to fire on me. He lands one shot. Torpedoes reload so fast in this vessel that they're already backed up. I angled fire. I noticed most of my torpedoes missed long, so I aimed short of the indicator, thinking that he would slow his vessel down whenever he has a torpedo incoming. Try to confirm the distance. Looks like he's moving past the torpedoes. Yep, they all miss. So I fire off a few shots out of frustration more than anything. Ooh, I set him on fire. That is the one thing that a Japanese destroyer is useful for. The guns are just so bad that you really don't have the firepower. But if you are forced to be detected, you can definitely set an enemy on fire or do damage to their modules with HE rounds. So I'm looking to move away from the enemy. Want to re-stealth, find a new attack path. Maybe look for the carriers. Oh, an enemy cruiser just showed up. But it appears that he hasn't moved from the spawn. He's definitely not moving right now. Torpedo bombers are flying over AA, doing nothing because this vessel has 6 AA guns. He's no threat to me whatsoever. He's just an easy kill, and he's providing spotting information. So I figure take him out while I move towards an enemy. Friendlies open up on this AFK ship. Our right flank right now, there are 2 enemy destroyers, a cruiser, moving in on what looks to be a friendly battleship. Battleships are great for holding flanks. They have so much health. They have the ability to also heal themselves. And they just have tons of armor, which is great for fighting multiple ships at range. I fire off 2 torpedo salvos. One lands, and another one lands, and there goes that AFK cruiser. My real goal is to find the crew carriers, though. Now that I'm back in stealth, the enemy is not getting any positional information on me. I assume that these carriers are hiding behind these islands. I've noticed a trend in the closed beta that a lot of carriers like to beach their vessel on an island out of the way to hide their signature, force the enemy to come right on them, and to also prevent a torpedo attack from any angle, because torpedoes require a minimal distance to arm, and if there's a huge island in the way, they can't drop on one side. Now, in my opinion, a carrier shouldn't be stationary. It makes it an easy target to hunt you down and pick you out. I think a better strategy is to stick with the task force. If your whole team decides to go on the right flank, you should move your vessel with them. Obviously in the back, so you're not taking fire, but you are given support from your other vessels that you're not getting right here. So there he is. He sends out torpedoes in the water, and I go, oh, shit. Looks like I'm gonna miss all of them, thankfully. And just look at all these torpedo bombers. They're desperate to sink me. Yeah, apparently he dropped another one, but it was too late, too slow. I could fire at any moment, but I want to kill him without any recourse from him. So I get very close to him, send out my torpedoes, 2 at the target, 1 short. And I move towards the other vessel. Confirm the shots. 1, 2, 3, and enemy carrier sunk.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Just fire a couple rounds. I'm reloading. And there's nothing else I can do right now. Torpedoes will reload in 15. And then this carrier's life ends. Looks like he's got both his torpedo bombers in the skies. I am very aware of this. I'm keeping them in my peripheral vision. I don't want to lose sight of them. The 6 AA guns are just unloading on them, doing no damage because they only have 6 tiny Japanese guns. So I'm within a comfortable distance where he can't avoid. Fire 2 on the target, 1 slow. He just dropped his torpedoes in the water. Not gonna hit me at all. And see you later, carrier.
Enemy aircraft carrier destroyed.
So the enemy torpedoes are gonna miss. He's got his fighters and his torpedo squadron still in the sky, but I don't think they have any way of influencing the battle at this point other than detection. Now, if you notice, I have a detected exclamation point on my screen with a little tiny plane next to it. There's 2 types of detection warnings when you learn the perk of your captain. There's a surface detection, which will just be a exclamation point with detected, or what I have now, a aircraft detection, the little aircraft indicator. Every vessel has a different detective range for aircraft versus surface targets. For example, in this Japanese destroyer, my aircraft detection range is something like 3 kilometers, if that, while my surface is something like 6.5 kilometers. This captain skill allows you to play the game in a very different manner than most people learn to play it. You can use the detectability of your vessel to your advantage and get into an ambush position that many vessels, like battleships, don't have enough time to react to because of their slow movement. Trying my best to just get any damage I can before the game ends. Fire a shot. Doesn't connect. I attempted torpedo, but I didn't have a chance. So I look back in, fire a shot, and the enemy battleship sunk by that friendly battleship. Just like that, just wiped out. Only a single enemy battleship left. Looks like we're capping. Friendly just moved out of the cap though. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay from this Tier 5 Japanese destroyer, the Minikaze. If stealth, speed, and high damage at close range is something that's interesting to you, perhaps consider the Japanese destroyer line. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I'll catch you next time.